life. I thank God for we had some good old days. You were there from inception. Thank you very, very much. And to all of the other bishops and pastors, your wives, I thank each and every one of you. When I see them come on the back of me now, I know what that means. I have them trained. But look over here, Bishop, you wave at me. Look, the two bishops sitting together, they my sons. God bless you. Yes, hallelujah. Oh, I know. Amen. Hallelujah. All right. Okay. To every one of you in this room, as I take my seat, all the way, Louis baby stand. That's one of my sons. He ain't the preaching one. But he said this day would not pass. America couldn't hold him. Which area you in now, baby? No, I won't tell them where you at. Jacksonville, that's it. Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much, baby, he made me cry. He had me weeping on the phone. And there he is. He wants to be right here. Thank you, son. God bless you. I cannot take my seat without thanking a young man. Whatever you would have seen on Friday night, and even in here on today, my foundation is Anglican, and now I'm Baptist. His foundation, Baptist. But oh great God, the strongest member that Bishop has in the Anglican faith is one Dr. Rudolph King. He loved his bishop. He loved his church, St. Agnes. Yes. And so he stood with me. When he heard me talking about I was getting ready to move on the side, he said, Auntie, I gonna stand with you. I said, yes, boy, you're young. I need you to come. You old, eh? Oh, you old, anyhow. That you saying you old. But from the day I started, he was here and he stuck with me to the very end. Could you help me say thank you to Dr. King for just being so faithful? We got mad one day. We almost had a big fight. I wanted to take something, but just, but all of that was just love, wanting everything to go as we planned it to be. And I say to you, Rudy, baby, God bless you. And God will forever.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a gruesome discovery by police. The education minister speaks to the nation. The last push before back to school. And in sports, a strong finish by Team Bahamas. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Human remains pulled from a local canal. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jiminita Swain, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thanks for joining us. Reports say around 8 Saturday night, the severely decomposed body of an unknown male was discovered in an area near the South Beach canals. The circumstances surrounding this matter yet unknown. Investigations continue. Switching gears now, marital rape remains uncriminalized in the law. A recent University of the Bahamas survey revealing married women are more likely than their single counterparts to experience non-consensual sexual intercourse. With the debate on the issue continuing, the question of will the Bahamas make a change on the issue was once again posed during the wrap-up of the recent Commonwealth Ministers meeting, with one counterpart explaining why her country changed their stance on marital rape.
Violence came mainly from partners and ex-partners. And on many occasions, when the abused person, usually the woman, left home, one of the ways in which the woman was then pursued by the partner was sexual. And there would be no consent because they'd separated.
Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland explained that at the time in the United Kingdom, more than 2 decades ago, there was a great debate on whether a man could in fact rape his wife.
The law was changed particularly because of the nature of and level of domestic violence and sexual abuse. And so the idea that has become embedded is that any act of sexual intercourse, to be lawful, has to be consensual, whether that's within or without marriage.
At the time, statistics showed that 1 in 4 women in the UK were subjected to domestic violence. Not much has changed in terms of statistics, as rates of violence against women and girls remains at an all-time high, with levels of sexual and/or physical violence impacting 1 in 3 women, an impact to 736 million globally. That's according to Commonwealth research.
We made an estimate that it was costing the country £23 billion a year in terms of economic cost. But the cost in lives was much greater than the cost economically. And abuse, whether in or outside marriage, is abuse. And we certainly took the view that women needed to be protected. And they have been protected. Every country, of course, has to have its own debate, have to come to its own decision. But this is really an issue of human rights and whether a woman is entitled to have control over her body and be able to consent to who has access to that body.
Commonwealth research has also put the global cost of violence against women and girls at $1.5 trillion. The United Nations Committee on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, or CEDAW, has long recommended that the Bahamas adopt without delay the amendments to the Sexual Offences Act by expressly criminalizing marital rape. As for the local position, Social Services and Urban Development Minister, the Honourable Obi Wolshcombe, had this to say.
In terms of what's being discussed in terms of marital rape, that's being discussed at another level, and the legal people are looking at it, and it's a part of the Sexual Offences Act, and at the appropriate time we'll be discussing that in some detail.
The state of education in the Bahamas will be the focus of a national address by the country's Minister of Education, the Honorable Gladys Hannah Martin, this evening at 7:30 over the ZNS network. Hannah's back-to-school speech will also highlight the completion of the school repairs and initiatives of a ministry towards the progress of education. You can tune into that live address over the ZNS network at 7:30 this evening. The Prime Minister hosting his signature initiative on 2 separate islands Saturday to help students get ready for the new school year. Fern Carey was there.
Scores of students on Cat Island will be heading to the classroom for the start of the 2023-2024 school year this coming Monday, August 28th. Before they hit the books, though, Area Member of Parliament and Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, treated the youngsters to a back-to-school giveaway. Before the school bags, books, uniforms, and other supplies were handed out, prayers were lifted for the protection and guidance of teachers and students as they enter the new school term. Prime Minister Davis also gave the students some words of wisdom before the supplies were handed out. The initiative providing welcome relief for students.
I feel like the giveaway is very important because certain students don't have like school bags and stuff like that. So I feel like this helps them and encourage them more. You know, some children don't have the things that they're supposed to have because people are struggling nowadays. So I feel like it's very good opportunity for some children.
Is there anything that you're looking forward to from this giveaway?
Yeah, probably some, new utensils to use at school. My goals are to get a better GPA and better grades than I did before.
Today, they have a new lift to it because they're given not only to the children but also to the teachers, and they're given uniform for the first time.
Free food and drinks were also provided for all. Prime Minister Davis then headed to San Salvador, where he hosted a similar back-to-school extravaganza. The free school supplies, uniforms, food and drinks, widely appreciated by students, parents, and residents.
School books and stuff like that being given out here this afternoon, and we are so pleased for that wonderful initiative. All of the students in the primary school and the high school, we have over 60-something students in the high school, and there's about almost 100 schools, including our preschool in the primary school area.
Prime Minister Davis has been hosting these back-to-school giveaways in his constituency of Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador for years now. He says it's all about investing in the lives of our nation's youth.
And in the school year, it is our intention to ensure that no child is left behind, that each child truly counts. Counting by turning up to the classroom, being imparted with the educational knowledge that is going to suit them for a better life as they move up the chain in classrooms and graduate from school. And so to each student, I urge you, please, attend school. Listen to your teachers. Work hard. Be committed. Stay focused. Understanding at the end of the day that there is a rich reward for them once they achieve the educational background and foundation that is necessary for succeeding in life.
No harm to these additional school supplies since they are ready to face the new learning opportunities this new school year will present. Reporting from San Salvador, Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
Well, if you're one of the lucky ones making that back-to-school commute tomorrow, then it's likely a traffic officer will greet you on your way. This as the Royal Bahamas Police Force has assembled a point team to deal with the heavy congestion that's expected. Speaking to press at police headquarters, Chief Superintendent David Lockhart says that early morning school commute often leads to a climb in traffic violations. To deal with this, members of the force will be posted to heavily congested areas such as Gladstone Road, Blue Hill Road, and West Bay Street.
So if you're traveling on the road, the main road, if you come to an intersection where persons are trying to get on the main road, if you allow one, then that will help to alleviate the congestion. If each one allow one, then there would be no need for an officer to be posted at that intersection. We're also asking persons stop taking shortcuts through private properties like gas stations or shopping plazas to gain the advantage in traffic. We're going to be out there, we're going to be fair, but we're going to be firm.
Still to come in the weekend edition, more back-to-school news. Stay with us.
First we plan, then we innovate, then we build. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we are committed to quality, to safety, and to service. We know that the road you take is just as important as your final destination. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, it is our job to make sure the road and the ride are as smooth as possible. From striping roads to building them, we are the right choice, the trusted choice, the only choice to help you build your tomorrow.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
We are New Life Natural Company Limited, and we have actually been in the community for now 13 years, serving in the health field. Our diets is probably one of the most poorest diets actually in the Caribbean, and we are really low in the world. As a result of our diet, we are actually inheriting all of these different diseases. So we need to kind of like shift the way how we eat and shift it to eating more healthier food. So we at New Life here, we are trying to change the paradigms. We are actually introducing tasty, healthy options. And so hopefully this SPDC initiative will actually create the awareness, help us to have an understanding of what we are doing, why we are doing it, and help us to begin to shift this paradigm of proper eating, proper dieting, and proper fitness. So our motto is eat well, be well, and let your food be your medicine.
For more information about the Fitness and Wellness Initiative, contact the SPDC at 461-7232.
Hi everyone, when heading to Florida to shop for your essentials, book your transportation with GoGoFlorida.com. The $100 cash deposit is back now on your debit card. Accepted at Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Now there are lots of options to choose from, but I like the Tesla X, the electric vehicle, because I don't have to worry about gassing up. Or the Jeep Compass seating 5 with lots of space for your luggage or shopping bags. For the best deals, book now at GoGoFlorida.com, BahamasAir.com, and also available at Bahamas Air Sales Office.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focal Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. If you came across any park on the island of New Providence yesterday, you may have seen a slew of brightly colored tents, kids running with excitement, and parents proudly looking on. Those the sights and sounds of back-to-school giveaways, where our Anthony Smith got the opportunity to join in on the fun. Here's that story.
Who says going back to school can't be fun?
We're doing some cotton candy, some popcorn, some popsicles.
And who says it's something the little ones dread?
It's a wonderful time of community, fun, participation, and sharing.
Well, if the painted faces jumping excitedly in the bouncy house are any indication, then school is already off to a great start. A series of back-to-school giveaways in the Fort Charlotte and South Beach constituency providing an extra boost.
Because we want to send our children back to the classroom covered with prayer. They're going into some very strange environments. Sometimes some of them going to school for the first time. So we want to cover our children in prayer first, right? And then we'll give back the bags and the giveaway, you know, the bags.
That's more than 1,700 bags in total, shared out between the two constituencies. In South Beach, kids received a uniform to match, and in Fort Charlotte, schoolgoers left with all the fixings and accessories. The reason why, well, is quite simple.
We love these young people, that we expect great things from them. So this is a very small gesture of encouragement, and also demonstrating that it takes a village to raise children. We are part of that village in terms of encouraging, nourishing, nurturing, and inspiring.
Inspiring them this year to reach higher, go further, and be better.
This is the best time to be your best self. Go get it, make it count.
And just one more reminder for the little ones out there, the bell rings at 9 a.m. sharp. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Antoine Smith.
On the Pinewood Gardens Park, also a buzz. That area member of Parliament giving back in a big way Saturday to thousands of community residents. Scores turning out at the annual Back to School Jamboree. Our Desmond Sanders was there.
The Back to School Jamboree, a signature event marking the start of the new school year for thousands in the Pinewood Gardens constituency.
To end the summer with an initiative where we're doing back to school drives, where we're making sure that families can have backpacks and books and, you know, you name it, right? But also be fed at the same time.
We have a lot of hygiene products such as shampoos, scrunchies, combs, every little personal item what every kid can carry in their school bag or can have at home.
700 backpacks with books and pens distributed to students, electronic computer tablets awarded to top deserving achievers, scholarships, vouchers for school uniforms. To top it all off, games, hoopla, food, music, lots of fun, a family-filled extravaganza. The Back to School Give Back, one of many events mounted by Member of Parliament for the Pinewood Gardens constituency, the Honourable Miles Larota.
It's immense. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised at the amount of kids that come up to me and say, my MP, you came to my school multiple times. And so kids remember. You know, I will be at Cleveland Enes on Monday. I did a walkabout with the principal, Avenel Rutherford Smith, on Friday to check the standing of the school, to meet some of the teachers and teachers' aide and let them know that I'm here for them. Monday morning again, I will be on the ground to welcome the new students and to welcome the new staff and principal administrative team personally.
Isaiah Moss, one of many students appreciative of the big give back. He's excited to head back into the classrooms on Monday and unite with all of his friends.
At first I thought I wasn't going to miss school, but now I really do. I miss seeing my friends. Some of them, I'm not really sure if they're still coming back, but it's what it is. My mom say sometimes I got to stick to myself.
With just hours before the start of the new school term, these students are entering the classrooms renewed, revived, and rejuvenated, embracing the many opportunities and challenges of the new school year. Here at the Pinewood Park, Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight.
As school reopens, we want to encourage you to send your photos and videos to us so that we can share with the rest of the country. All you have to do is submit them to znsnews@gmail.com.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Have you been denied a U.S. visa and don't understand why? Have you been turned away from the U.S. border without an explanation? Maybe you've had a prior arrest or conviction and you're not clear on how to move forward at this point. Call our office. We may be able to help. 954-449-1833.
Vibrant heart of the Bahamas, a common loftier goal unites us all. A place where love and unity thrive, where world-class technology is accessible and affordable, connecting every generation. We believe in our heritage and the boundless potential that lies within us. We believe in Bahamians.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, if it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. If it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Marine Resources and Family Island Affairs, in conjunction with the Department of Transformation and Digitization, has entered into the second phase of the digitization process, now adding to the 12 recently digitized services from various departments of the ministry. Records, files, and workflows are up next to be digitized, according to Project Manager Jacqueline Fox DeVoe.
We are excited to report that we have entered into our second phase of digitization process. As you're aware, recently we digitized our services. 12 of them were recently launched from the various departments. We are now in our second phase, which involves digitizing all of our records, all of our files, and all of our workflows.
Some changes will include the planning and configuration development of services, design and implementation of electric filing cabinets and document types for the ministry, as well as training of the systems for administrators and selected users.
Our digitization, which will include the entire ministry, and that is the ministry here, our registry, all of our registry section, because as you're aware, about 60% of government, we're still manually dealing with files manually. But with this project, we begin to see ourselves moving well into the 21st century.
According to Fox DeVoe, the implementation of these changes will be vital for the advancement of the processes at the Ministry of Agriculture, Marine Resources and Family Island Affairs, and will also aid in better serving the public.
And this will cause for smoother and greater efficiency in our work processes and how we deal with our clientele. We want to move in keeping with the government's mandate to create a more resourceful and a more efficient public sector.
For Good to Grow, I'm Georgia Bain.
ZNES Toll Sports is brought to you by the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies. Tune into coverage of the World Athletics Championship on the ZNES Television Network from August 19th through the 27th and watch all the action live from Budapest, Hungary.
Welcome to your Sunday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Some inclement weather not stopping triathletes on the final day of the 2023 Carifta Triathlon or Aquathon over at Goodman's Bay. Final day of competition was capped off by a thrilling mixed relay that was won by Bermuda, 242 coming fifth in this contest. All in all, a brilliant performance from the Bahamas, their best ever at the event, with a third place overall finish, along with 6 medals to their tally. Coaches, along with members of the local Triathlon Association, are singing the praises of the athletes.
I couldn't be more happy with what the kids have done. This has been an amazing event. I'm so proud of them. I can't tell you enough how proud I am of all the athletes. All of them have shown so much, they are warriors. All what I can say, they are real warriors, and I can't wait to see what they got on their pockets and push them and see what are we gonna be able to do next year. But I mean, I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. We have done so well.
We got 6 medals. So our previous best was 4 medals before that, and we got our first ever gold medal. So we're really happy about that. It's definitely our best performance ever, and we're happy, and we're very proud of our team.
We got up with a first-timer as well as a veteran about the team's performance.
I think it's amazing. There's so many more kids. Like when I first started, there was only a few, like a handful, but now it's so many more people, and it's like really fun now. You get to meet new people and see everyone that originally started, so it's pretty amazing.
First, the experience was good. I liked how we had come out here, had to see the different teams, and overall, I had to work hard, and the experience was very nice.
It's hard. It takes years and years of training to just get to this level, and to have the coaches and support that's pushed me the whole way through this weekend. Yeah.
In tomorrow's Sportscast, we get the full point standings and winners, as well as hear from the Bombs' first gold medalist at a Carifta Triathlon event. Details of those stories and more in tomorrow's Sportscast. And that's Linkage Sports on this Sunday. I'll check on weather when we return.
ZNS Toll Sports is brought to you by the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies. Tune into coverage of the World Athletics Championship on the ZNS Television Network from August 19th through the 27th and watch all the action live from Budapest, Hungary.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a sand dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving sand dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter which of us you choose.
You can pay for goods and services
wherever sand dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Have you been denied a U.S. visa and don't understand why? Have you been turned away from the U.S.